You're not behind. But it feels like you are. You don't say it out loud, but you feel it. That quiet pressure that follows you through the day. That silent comparison that never really leaves your mind. That uncomfortable thought that keeps returning when you see other people moving forward. It feels like everyone else is making progress while you are somehow standing still. You look around and it seems like people your age are achieving things. Building something. Becoming something. And you begin to wonder where you fit in all of this. You start asking yourself questions you never planned to ask. Am I too late? Did I waste too much time? Did I miss my moment? And even though no one is saying it to you directly, it feels like time is moving faster than you are ready for. At first it feels like a simple thought. Something you can ignore. But the more you see, the more you compare, the heavier it becomes. You begin to measure your life against what others are showing. You scroll. You observe. You notice milestones. Success. Progress. And without realizing it, you start believing that everyone else is ahead of you. But what you are comparing is not reality. It is a highlight. It is a carefully chosen version of someone's life. A moment that was selected to be seen, while everything else remains hidden. You do not see their confusion, their delays, their mistakes, their quiet struggles. You only see what looks like progress. And that creates an illusion that you are the only one who is behind. And that is where the pressure begins to grow. Because now it is not just a thought. It becomes a feeling you carry. You start to feel like you need to catch up. Like you need to fix everything quickly. Like you are running out of time. And this pressure pushes you into a state of anxiety where nothing feels enough. Even the small progress you make does not feel valuable because it does not look like what you think it should look like. So you ignore your own growth. You overlook your own journey. And you focus only on what you have not achieved yet. But here is the truth that most people do not tell you. You are not behind. You are just measuring your life with the wrong standard. Life is not a race even though it feels like one. There is no universal timeline that says you must have everything figured out at a certain age. There is no exact moment where your life is supposed to make perfect sense. That pressure you feel was learned. It came from what you saw growing up. From what you were told success should look like. From the expectations you placed on yourself without even realizing it. And now it feels like a deadline that you are failing to meet. Growth does not always look visible. Sometimes it is internal. Sometimes it is quiet. Sometimes it is happening in ways that cannot be seen yet. You are learning. You are becoming aware. You are understanding yourself more deeply. And those things matter more than you think. But because they are not visible, you do not count them as progress. You only value what can be seen, what can be compared, what can be measured. And that is why it feels like you are not moving forward. Not because you are not growing, but because you are not recognizing your growth. There is also another truth you have to face honestly. Sometimes that feeling of being behind comes from knowing that you have been delaying what you need to do. You have been waiting, avoiding, postponing actions you already know you should take. And deep down you feel it. Not as a loud voice, but as a quiet awareness that you are not fully showing up in your own life. And that creates a different kind of pressure. Not because you are late, but because you are not moving. And that is something you have the power to change. You do not need to rush your life. You do not need to compete with anyone. But you do need to move. Even if it is slow. Even if it is small. Because movement changes how you feel. When you take action, you stop feeling stuck. When you show up, you stop feeling behind. Because the truth is not about catching up to others. It is about reconnecting with your own path. Your life is not late. It is unfolding. But it requires your participation. It requires you to stop watching and start doing. So take a moment and be honest with yourself. Are you truly behind? Or have you been comparing and delaying? Because those are two very different things. And once you understand that, everything begins to shift. You stop chasing someone else's timeline. You stop rushing your own journey. And you begin to focus on what actually matters. Your next step. Not the entire path. Not the final result. Just the next step. You do not need to have everything figured out. You just need to start moving again. One decision. One action. One step forward. That is enough to begin. Because progress is not about speed. It is about direction. And as long as you are moving forward, you are not behind. If this message found you, then it came at the right time. Take a moment to like this video so someone else who feels this way can find it too. And if you are ready to stop comparing, stop feeling behind, and start building your life at your own pace, then subscribe and stay connected here. Because this is not just a series. This is a journey.